It's time to talk about animated movies. Hello everyone, this is Ledger Forever, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 5 animated movies of all time. We're probably definitely going to have some different lists because we grew up with different ones. Nostalgia definitely plays into this one, which you will see multiple times. And mine is not right. I do change mine frequently, but at the moment this is the one I am most likely to pick. And with all that said, let's get started. In fifth place, Peter Pan. Uh, Now, I grew up with this movie and loved it, and it's pretty old. It was made in the 50s, and I used to not be a big fan of, old movies, but I really enjoyed this movie. And I know some people do like to kind of crack on this movie because people like to say that Peter Pan is basically this, person that kidnaps kids, and let's just leave that alone as it is. Even if that is true, I don't really want to think too much about it because I just really enjoyed the movie. And it feels very well paced, and it's only like an hour and it's like around an hour and 17 minutes. It's very short, but most films like that were short. And this is a masterpiece of an animated film. Captain Hook is really funny yet stupid at the same time, although that's kind of the way his character is written. Just the way that he can do so many stupid things, and the way the crocodile's always hunting him, that's really funny. And I just don't really understand why it's now become a thing to hack on this movie because of the fact that Peter Pan supposedly kidnaps kids. It doesn't really seem like that. It's just really odd like that, and it's very creative in the way it goes, and I absolutely love this film. In fourth place is How to Train Your Dragon. Another one of those films that I didn't really I didn't really grow up on this one, but I would watch it every now and then, and whenever I did I would love it, and I just always remember liking this one, then going to 2 and feeling betrayed because I just never really enjoyed the second one much. I have now grown to really enjoy the second, but it's just the fact that the original does so much for me, and if it has one of the best scores of any animated movie and probably any movie period. The score is so amazing that you just feel it inside you. It's breathtaking to see how amazing this is. It tells a pretty simple story that I think it has been copied a few times before, but overall it's a wonderful movie. The thing that really elevates this movie over Peter Pan, which is probably the more well-made film and the one that I have more nostalgia for, is just the one that this is the more entertaining film, and in my household has been put on more times because my family really enjoys this movie. So I do absolutely love both movies, but if I had to pick one to take to an island, I probably would pick How to Train Your Dragon. Also, it's longer, so keep me occupied longer. But just an amazing film overall. In third place, The Lion King. This, for the longest time, was my favorite animated movie of all time. And by the way, if it sounded like I said anime, I said animated. It kind of gets hard for me to... It just sounds a lot like I say anime a lot. Just sorry about that, but this is cinematic perfection. This is an amazing movie. It deserves all the praise that it gets. It's one of Disney's greatest. It might be their greatest of animated films because the other two are not Disney. I mean, Disney was involved in them, but it's by a different full studio or something like that. It's kind of complicated, but anyway, it has the best Disney villain in Scar, who is amazing, and just the amazing line he gives of "Long live the king."
Long live the king.
That is despicable, and wow, I just really love this film. It's very entertaining. It has some really good moments to shine, and I know people do like to crack on some of the other sequels, like the 1.5, 2, and the live action one. 2 deserves all of it. The Lion King live action remake doesn't get enough respect, and 1.5 was hilarious, and I have the most nostalgia for that one. And please don't hurt me when I say this. I agree that I was biased for this for a while, but for the longest time I liked the 1.5 more than this. I just really enjoyed that one, but over time I just went like, no, the original is much, 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 much better. But I just absolutely love this film, and it is amazing. Real quick before I give you guys my top two, I just want to give a shout out to a YouTuber. I will be trying to do this every few videos. The first one is the Movie Ranker, and he's an amazing YouTuber. I love all the videos, and I make sure to like and subscribe. I have the link to his channel in the comments. I mean in the description if I can remember that, but high chance I will remember it. And just everyone, your homework is to go and subscribe. Please do. He's an amazing YouTuber, and overall, just a person that you're gonna want to see more of. He has a pretty good number of subscribers, around like 500. But I just wanted to give him a shout out here, hoping this one gets a lot more views so he can get more subscribers. So that is all I can say. And with that said, let's get back to the video. In second place, Toy Story. This film is absolutely hilarious. It's really good at mixing different types of things. Like if you want horror, you kind of have it in there when you get to Sid's house. If you want comedy, you get the entire movie. If you want kids and family, and get an entire movie. You want adventure, there's stuff with adventure in there too. Well, and like there's just something in here for almost everyone. It is my favorite of the Toy Story movies, but the second one was also amazing. But I just really love this film. Nostalgia plays into this. I have more nostalgia for the second, though, because I watched that way more and is the one I've rewatched the most. But which one is the one that I think is my favorite? Definitely this one, probably. And the critics loved it, too, because to this day, both the first one and the second one both have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not a single critic has disliked it, which shows you that it's a really competent film. And and the funny thing is, the other three, no, I mean, sorry, both How to Train Your Dragon and my number one have a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. So you will know that I have some really good taste, or critics have really good taste. So it's just an amazing movie and some really good lines here. Hence,
You are a toy!
and overall, just an amazing film. But easily coming into first place for me is Finding Nemo. Now, this is a really sad movie a lot of the time. Finding Dory is even more sad, but this one, it can really get you to cry. And I really just, this is from Pixar, so is Toy Story, and they are really good at making these films that can be both funny yet sad at times. You get some amazing comedy in here. You get some amazing characters. My favorite character in this movie is got to be Dory. She is absolutely hilarious. Every line she gives is either for comedy or it's either comedy or she's just trying to help out, in which case it can also be comedy, but it could also be just something sad. But it's that didn't really come till Finding Dory, so it's either just a punchline or something being funny, or just something about her, like how she has short-term memory loss. Oh man, that's kind of hard to say. It's kind of a tongue twister, but and it's really good. There's really good pacing. There's really good pacing in all these movies, but this one has some amazing pacing, and just the way that it'll make you feel inside. And as a parent, you might actually like this even more because you really feel for Marlin and how you have to let your kids go. So if I ever become a parent when I'm older, then I might like this one even more. And as it stands, it is my favorite animated movie of all time. I absolutely love it. I rewatch it all the time. It's one of my most rewatched animated films by far. I have nostalgia for this one as well. Sorry about that. Nostalgia plays a lot into this ranking. And overall, an amazing film. It is one of those films that I cannot find a single flaw in, and I just cannot find a single flaw in it. And thank you all for watching this. If you have a top 5 animated movies of all time, share them in the comments below. Just in case you're wondering, I am not counting things like the live action things that do have sort of animation. So Sonic the Hedgehog, which kind of has animation because Sonic is technically animated a tiny bit in the movie, and things like Hop, they do not count. So it's just like full full animation. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a good one.